Welcome to the Wildcast podcast, coming to you from Wildcast Studios with your hosts Adam Lund and Jeremy Boucher.
Welcome into Wildcast Studios on Rogers TV for another episode of the Wildcast podcast, the Platinum Award-winning and longest-running QMJHL podcast. We are your unofficial voice of the reigning 2025 Gilles Courteau Trophy champion Moncton Wildcats, and we are presented by Discount Flooring Center, a division of Fabulous Flooring, home to the largest variety of high-end current discontinued lines in hardwood, ceramic vinyl, laminate flooring, luxury model tiles, and even blinds for immediate purchase. Find them at 320 Collishaw Street in Moncton, or give them a call at 506-859-9909. As always, fan listeners, I'm much cheerier than I was last Monday. I'm your host, Adam Lund, and I am joined by your favorite co-hoster, Mr. YQM, Mr. Starbucks, Mr. Gold DoorDash driver at your service, and Elliot Friedman's favorite, Mr. Jeremy Boucher. How was your weekend in St. John?
So I learned something, Adam. I learned that
you can get suspended for 5 games.
You can get suspended for 5 games for a goalie fight. That's one.
Yep.
I also found out that the term, let's say lit, like something is lit.
Yeah.
No longer cool.
What?
No longer cool. So I was in St. John for Avery's cheer competition.
Right.
And this was my first cheer competition as a dad. So first cheer dad competition. And
how was it for you?
It was, you know what? It was lit. That's why it was lit. Right. That's what I said after competition. I was like, hey, it was awesome. It was lit. It was lit. The atmosphere was lit. She's like, we don't say that anymore, Dad. You're chopped. What?
What?
I'm chopped. Apparently chopped means like not cool, ugly. This is like the Gen Z slang now. So you're chopped.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So apparently a cheer competition is slay.
Okay.
Slay. So slay is the thing now, or if something's good, it's slay. So the Wildcats picked up 2 wins in Newfoundland. Slay.
Nice. Okay.
So it's not a verb. You'd say, they slayed Newfoundland.
So it's not okay.
It's slay.
Okay, cool.
Slay.
Are you writing these down?
No. So I will say, jokingly, of course, because we love our Wildcats and we love the Avenir Center, but I will say that the atmosphere at a middle school cheerleading competition was significantly better than the Avenir Center.
Yeah.
It was this DJ was playing all the hits. He was playing all the I think he was playing my 2000s jams playlist.
Nice.
With Pink Pony Club added on.
So no Tool,
no
Drowning Pool,
no Disturbed,
no remixed edition, no Bodies,
LMFAO, no Bodies at the Floor.
No.
It was I actually had a lot of fun
for the playoffs.
So
worried.
I found out that if I thought last weekend in St. John was
lit,
slay,
can't use that.
Slay.
Yeah.
Wait until provincials, because there's more teams and there's more energy in the building. And more...
Did they make provincials?
Yes. So they finished second.
Nice.
Which qualified them for provincials.
Perfect.
So provincials is going to be on the... If we have home ice advantage in the finals, game 1.
And it's in
Moncton now, depending on how long this provincials day is.
There's no way it's going at 7:00 at night.
Should still be. I mean, we were there for 6 hours on Saturday, so yeah, it could. And this is there was only 8 teams, and provincials is going to be 20, so could be there all day, and potentially miss game 1 of the finals. So
and that's why raising a kid takes a village. So Mama Boucher, you're gonna need to help out with the bow, so Megan can go to provincials, so Dad can leave to go to game 1 of the finals if we have home ice advantage.
That's pretty much it. Had some good times in St. John.
Yeah. That was hotel experience was that his first hotel experience?
It was his first hotel experience. Good. Yeah, good. There was some drama when I was at the Mooseheads and Sea Dogs game on Friday night.
Yeah.
Avery went to pull out the pull-out sofa in our room, and it wouldn't. It was broken.
Yeah.
So Megan calls the front desk, and Buddy comes up, and he couldn't get it out. So he's like, okay, well, you know what? We'll change your rooms. So
while you're at the hockey
While
game?
I'm at the hockey game. So they go and they change all these rooms, and Buddy's like, here's new keys. Enjoy your stay. They go into this new room. Mouse droppings everywhere. Like just mouse shit everywhere. Pardon my language.
Oh.
So she goes back down to the front desk, and she's like, excuse me, but there's mouse turd. I keep saying moose. It's moose turd would be significantly bigger. Mouse turd.
Ooh.
And Buddy came up. He's like, oh, that's not very nice. So they gave him another room. Third time's a charm. This one was nice.
What hotel is this?
This was the Crown Plaza in St. John.
That sounds fancy.
It very nice.
Yeah.
It used to be a Canada's best value inn and suites. So you know what?
Is it the one right up the exit before you turn to go to the arena?
No,
okay.
but it was very close to the arena. I walked to the arena Friday night. Only took me 10 minutes.
Nice.
So it was a nice little footsteps there. Anyways, third time's the charm. This room was nice. For the inconvenience, they gave us free breakfast on Saturday morning and 15% off our stay.
Nice.
So, hey, I was happy with that. I made a joke. I was like, Megan, take that breakfast and say, screw the breakfast, just give us 50% off. But of course, she wasn't willing to negotiate because she wasn't one to be mad. She didn't argue. She didn't get upset. She kept cool. So she got me free breakfast on Saturday morning at the hotel. Or I absolutely destroyed their breakfast buffet by consuming 12 scrambled eggs, 6 pieces of bacon, and 10 sausages.
So you got your money back.
I got your money back. I made my I got my money's worth at the breakfast buffet.
I get it. I'm kind of like Megan. I was the worst person to go to Mexico back when I went on my honeymoon in like 2004. If you tell me the price of something, cool, that's what I'm paying.
Yeah.
People are like, no, you ask for like how many for this and how many. I only have this. Tell me what it's worth. I don't care to stand here and haggle. So but I'm with you. If I had to move one hotel and I had to move another one now, when we were in Rimouski and the guy wanted to just come put poison in the ant farm behind the thing, I was like, absolutely not. No. We're moving and you're giving me all my money back. And that's what happened. So it's that's fun. That's
Hey, look.
And then you saw a goalie fight.
Yeah, and I saw a goalie fight. And if you give me a free breakfast buffet, you better know damn well I'm taking advantage of that. So I certainly did. Didn't feel great the rest of the day. But you know what? I got through my dozen scrambled eggs and my 8 pieces of bacon and 10
well
sausages.
Done. That's unbelievable. Yep. But yeah, I can't top that story. I mean, when you have that much breakfast, we just had a regular stay-at-home weekend. Had vertigo last week, so that was a good time. My migraines morphed into vertigo, and I had it 2 or 3 years ago. So, I was off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Didn't go to the game. Too sick to go to work. Too sick to go to hockey.
Yep.
But yeah, well, that and vertigo's a bitch. But yeah, you had a much, much better weekend than I did. I'll tell you that much. All right. Don't forget to follow us on the social media, Twitter, Moncton Wildcast, Instagram, Wildcast Podcast, TikTok, Wildcast Podcast, as well here on the YouTube. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button. It lets us know you like what we're doing, and click that bell so you don't miss any episodes, because this is the final regular season episode. Playoffs start next weekend. Based on the schedules, the episode might drop on Tuesday to get you ready for Wednesday. It might drop Wednesday like regular. Just depends on how the schedule works. It was kind of the same as last year. We try to record the same time, but it's how the schedules work so that we're not talking about something a week after. We want to stay on top of the topics as well. We've got our podcast post games in the playoffs, and now the Instacast will move to YouTube in the playoffs because, like I said on Instagram, I have all this equipment. I want to hear from you. I might as well use it. So we're gonna go to we're gonna jump on here after each road game. So if you're still awake, you can jump on and join me. And if it's
in Quebec, I'm telling. Well, it won't be in Quebec. We know that.
From rounds 2 to 4, he will be sleeping for the road games. But you'll be able to make your voices heard and join us on the show. All right, we do have a quick question. It's somewhat related to hockey. It's presented by Waterworks Pools and Spas, providing Atlantic Canadians with custom in-ground pools, spas, and service since 1986. If you're looking for a new spa service or maintenance by their trained technicians, or getting your pool water from green to clear, visit them at 194 Killam Drive in Moncton, or call them at 506-859-1980. like I said, kind of relates to hockey. March Madness is upon us, and I don't just mean in the Q, because this last 2 weeks of the regular season has been unbelievable. We're gonna make some picks. We're gonna make some picks for our friend Denis Dorian to make the bets for us. I will preface this by saying we don't do research, so I mean
we are not basketball fans.
No, I haven't. I mean, I will watch it, but I don't watch it during the regular season. So please take these with a grain of salt as well. Please bet responsibly if you do want to follow our lead. So we're going to take an upset pick like we generally do. Do you want to have your upset pick first? Or
I'll let you go first. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to the Midwest bracket. And again, we don't do any research, but I did see these guys play 6 minutes in the fourth quarter as they were playing the Detroit Mercy. They ended up getting the win. They're 23-11. They're taking on the number 3 Virginia at 29-5. I'm going with the 14th ranked Wright State.
Yeah. Not the wrong state.
Not the wrong state. Right state.
The right state. Okay.
I have so much.
Yes, you're right. I think it was I'd watched one college basketball game, and it was between Wright State and the University of Detroit Mercy.
That's the Mercy. That's the one
and the winner of that game got to advance to the March Madness. I texted you and I said, "Look, whoever wins this game will be our pick." Yep. I was hoping it was going to be Mercy Detroit University, whatever they call themselves, because I'd never heard of the school before. Unfortunately, they lost, and Wright State won, and they got their their invitation. So
they are the Wright State Raiders.
Oh, wow! I
don't even know where this campus is. Where is it?
We all know that Wright's actually not a state.
It is in Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Okay.
So perfect. All right.
My pick. I'm going to the Dirty South.
Yes.
I'm going with the Troy Trojans.
Nice.
Against they're taking on the Nebraska Corn. Is it Buskers or
Huskers?
Huskers. Corn Huskers. I did a little bit of research here. The Corn Huskers.
Yep.
Started the season on a very high note, like 16-0 or something like that. And then people around the states and college basketball realized what they were doing, and the team started to get some attention, and they started to suck. So I think they're kind of vulnerable.
Yeah.
Going into this tournament. So in my first round upset, give me the Troy Trojans over the Nebraska Corn Huskers. 13th seed.
And you are obviously the team you want to win is
the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Yep.
And they never do.
Where are they? Oh, the 3 seed in the West.
Yeah.
Our teams could face off. As Arizona is the number 1 seed in the West, because I like Arizona. Not because they're called Wildcats, just always have liked them. So So those bets, Mr. Dorian.
Put us down.
The Wright State Raiders and the Troy Trojans.
Yeah. Troy Trojans.
I feel
always wear protection.
All right. Let's get to some news and notes from around the queue, because I can't follow that.
News and notes from around the queue.
I don't know where I come up with this stuff.
I don't know either, but it is glorious. News and notes from around the queue presented by Speedy Auto Service in Moncton on Mountain Road. Whether it's routine maintenance, major repairs, the team at Speedy keeps you safe and back on the road fast. As spring tire season approaches, now is the perfect time to pre-book those spring tire swaps and get your vehicle ready for the summer. Locally owned, trusted by Moncton drivers.
Can confirm.
And proud to deliver honest service every time. Visit Speedy Moncton at 905 Mountain Road or call them at 857-2282, where great people provide great service. We alluded to it off the top. Some suspensions handed out this week, and I think the most controversial one, Halifax and St. John goaltenders, Brisson and Radkoff, both given 5 for fighting. It's an automatic suspension. You sent it to me. The rule, it was from 23, 24, I think you said.
Yep.
And I get it. It alleviates the goalies always wanting to fight in these scrums. We haven't seen a lot of goalie fights. I think 5 is a little harsh. I think if abuse of an official is 3, or no, he got 5, didn't he?
He did get 5.
He did get 5.
Yeah.
So if abuse of an official is 5, I don't know if goalie fighting should be 5. I think I'm more comfortable with 3, but it is the rule. And I think the worst part about it, and I think why it's getting so much traction, is the fact that these guys are going to miss playoff games.
Yep.
Brisson's going to miss game 1 and 2. So if we're playing Halifax, cool. Works out for us as he misses games 1 and 2. If they're playing against Chicoutimi, yikes. And Radkoff's going to miss 1 just based off the way that their schedules worked. So again, he'll miss the first one against Chicoutimi and or us. So I think that's probably why it's getting the most traction. But like, how did it even come apart? Like, I saw your video.
Yeah.
But
so I guess like we saw Owen Brisson or Bresson maybe loses. He didn't necessarily lose his cool, but in that game in Moncton was like the 7-5 or 7-4 game, whatever it was. There was a time where he, I think, went and punched one of the Wildcats players in his crease. And I remember Tuna kind of looking over the bench, like, should I go?
Oh yeah.
And I think it was Depati or Virgilia that said, no, just stay, just stay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go on record and say he's hot-headed. That would be unprofessional. But I mean, it's not the first time where we've seen him, kind of throw, use his blocker or his glove to, hit somebody that's in his crease. And that's kind of where it started. Like, there was a Sea Dogs player that was kind of down. He didn't make contact with him, but he was just down kind of in the crease, and Bresson just kind of went like that on the back of Buddy's head, and that's it. He got up like nothing happened. Then he was just standing in his crease, and then Radkoff skated to his blue line, and then Bresson just like, all right, let's go. And then they both skated to center ice and did their thing. It was it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, I was up there just kind of seeing what was going on, and then I saw Radkoff kind of skate, and I was like, it's nothing's going to happen here. As soon as I saw Bresson take off, I took my phone out because I was like, if I get this on video, it's going to get some good traction. Yeah. So, it was. Look, I don't go to games for fights. Anybody who does, what are you spending your money for?
Yeah.
But I will say that being able to witness a goalie fight was something else. I will say that it was different. The energy on both the benches, those players were loving it, and it didn't really change the juncture of the game. I know it kind of gave St. John a little bit of energy, not enough to come back and win the game. But I will say that was the loudest I've heard in arena in honestly probably since I was in Shawinigan for the 2012 Memorial Cup. The roof almost blew off that place because the fans were so jacked up. It was something to watch, and I didn't know about the 5-game suspension rule. It surprised. I thought maybe they would be. I knew they'd be suspended. I thought maybe it would be just for the remainder of the regular season, but then they kind of had different amount of games remaining.
Yeah.
But the 5-game ruling came down, and that's the way it is. I was there's a picture going around of what Bresson looked like after the fight. It's not something we're going to circulate. If you happen to come across it, that's great. It's
Well, that first punch that Radkoff hit, it landed square in the eye.
He got a good, he got a couple good knocks in. But hey, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
And we're seeing it's going to be a debate, and we could debate this for hours probably. I think it's maybe time for them to loosen the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
It's 5 games for a goalie fight. I understand it's the same in the OHL.
Much.
It's the same in the OHL, but it's not the same in the WHL. Like, need a little bit of consistency here across the board. So I think that's probably something that's going to be discussed, when these GMs and these owners meet in the off season. It's sure it's going to be brought up. We're not going to, there was a tweet from Ivan saying that, some New England players are hesitant on coming to the Q now or the CHL because of the fighting rules. Well, guess what? There's no fighting in NCAA either, right? The USHL has the same fighting rules as we do in the Q. So where are they going to go?
Mike
right?
Danton thinks that a 5-game suspension for goalies is the reason there was one Q player at the World Juniors.
Yeah, there's some ridiculous things out there. There's some people who think that goalie fights should be a 10-game suspension. I saw that. There's some people that say there should be no suspension. So there's extremes across the board. But I think
I think this
it's something that they need to have a discussion in the off season to kind of get everybody on page and loosen it up a little bit.
And I think that's what fight obviously got both benches going and helped St. John and got fans excited, and your tweet got traction and shared all over the place. But I think what also does is it kind of forces the Q to maybe have a discussion on this. Maybe that's who we should try to get on, is Dan McKenzie, and talk about consistency through the leagues. But I bet you if you polled 500 Q fans and said, how many games do you think a Q fight between two goalies is? 10% might have known it was 10%. 5% probably would have known it was 5 games. 10% probably would have guessed around 5 games. And that's the thing, is nobody knew. Obviously, I don't think these two players knew.
No, that's it.
I don't even know. The coaches might not have known, or else they're really trying to stop their players from fighting, knowing that there's 4 games left in the regular season and we're getting into playoff time. So it's a situation where, you shared the rule thing with me. I know Joanne Long shared it on Twitter when people are asking her about it. And it's a rule book code. It's automatic suspension. So you can't review it. You can't, what's the word where you go to the league and ask for lower appeal it.
Yeah.
But it's from 23-24. So it's something that I think, the league needs to kind of lessen the rules on that, maybe lessen the rules a little bit on the fighting. Again, I love the narrative that the Q, you can't fight, doesn't allow fighting, banned fighting. No, you can still fight, just FAFO.
Yeah.
And again, how many fights have the Wildcats had this year? Legitimate fights? 2?
Yeah. There hasn't been many.
I think we can count on I'll say 2 hands, because we had McKinnon last year. 2 hands, the amount of fights in 2 years. It's just, and they're winning games. And so, again, we could go on and on and on. As long as they go towards punishing more of the hits from behind and the blindside hits and stuff, I'm okay with the rules we have. An article came out today from, can't remember where it was from, but in Gatineau, saying the organization has lost its prestige, believes commentator and political, counselor Luke Chenier. He talked about the organization having 4 coaches, no one longer than 3 years. The instability after Benoit Gru left in 2016, they've had 6 head coaches, 4 general managers. He says they just kind of keep spinning their wheels. He's not even sure. The 2028 Memorial Cup is back in the queue. Moncton wants to host it. Quebec wants to host it. Gatineau is in there. And he says, you look at the Slush Puppy Center, it's a brand new arena. It's a perfect venue. They got nice surroundings outside of it. It's basically Ottawa, so travel isn't any concern there. But he says the team on the ice is not worthy of hosting a 2028 Memorial Cup. And he looks at even the fact that they don't even have their own first round pick this year. As it was traded for in the 2024 draft for the 21st overall pick, which became defenseman Michael Messalodorny, I believe is how you say that. Messalodorny. I don't know. Anyways, which would have been the top 5 and could have been a number 1 overall pick, which allows you to build for a 2028 Memorial Cup. And
We've already learned Cape Breton's not bidding on 2028.
Yeah.
That was that they would rather build the jail in Sydney than renovate the Center 200. Props to our buddy Drew Bear for that piece of information. They're more focused on building a jail in Cape Breton than renovating the Center 200. So
I get it, but he's not wrong. Gatineau last year, 7th in the Western Conference with 49 points. They're 8th in the Western Conference right now with 45 points. I don't know what. I don't understand where kind of I don't know if it's can't get players to report to Gatineau, if it's a culture thing. Like I don't know what it would be, and he's basically brought it down to they're just not a good team, and they seem to keep spinning their wheels, and I don't think he's wrong, which is a little odd because I mean Serge Beausoleil built a pretty good program in Rimouski, so I don't know where the disconnect is in Gatineau, and it sucks because it's a beautiful rink and it would be a fantastic market.
It really would. I mean, your
market for Memorial Cup.
Yeah, it's. I mean, they've got Gatineau. You're right there. I mean, you're right. You're so close to Ottawa. You've got everything there that you need to host Memorial Cup. You got ample hotels. You've got so many attractions for people to do on non-game days. Yeah, there's just something going on with that organization. Like they used to be a top tier team in this league where they were always contending, every 3 or 4 years. And I'm just, what are they doing? Right. They're, they just haven't been able to recover. I think they need to get some consistency in there when it comes to coaching and a general manager. So, I mean, you look at 2028, what other teams are going to want to host now? If Gatineau's out and Cape Breton's out,
it's us in Quebec.
It's Moncton in Quebec. Moncton hasn't hosted since 2006. Quebec, I think, didn't they host fairly recently? And unless I'm just completely driving.
No, they did. They did in the Coliseum, I think.
Yeah.
Real good.
Like I thought they hosted it recently. Like, unless I'm totally drawing a blank here.
No, I think they did.
But anyways, like that would you're running out of options. I mean, St. John just had it. Halifax just had it. Charlottetown, not sure where they're going to be in 2028. And if you're still making people get their hand stamped to go to the concessions, I mean, I'm not sure if that's going to be an attract. I'm not sure if that's something that's going to attract the selection committee.
Yeah.
Newfoundland, I mean, they're fairly new. Or how are they going to be in 2 years? Like I know, Ben Vitch and Quinn Norman are going to be, top tier players, and Antoine Proulx is going to be number one goalie, but where are they going to be in 2 years? You're not going to have many options, I don't think. And when there's certain criteria that the selection committee looks for when it comes to hosting Memorial Cup, like obviously, your team on the ice is one, but hotels, attractions, fan experience, like what other markets can have a Memorial Cup with everything so close? So you're kind of running low on host options here. If if you're the Q.
2015 was the last time Quebec hosted a Memorial Cup.
There you go.
Oshawa won that year.
Yeah,
over
so
Kelowna.
You're kind of.
But yeah, you got Moncton, Quebec, Shawinigan. They were into bid last time. They lost to Rimouski. I mean, they obviously have hosted before.
How are they going to be in 2 years, right? Like I
know Drummondville's pumping money into their arena, but what's it going to look like in 2 years? Like it's just you're running out. Yeah, like you say, you're running out of spots. Newfoundland, I think, would be kind of cool, but got to make sure they're in the league a little bit longer than 2.5 years. So, but yeah, I hope that Gatineau kind of gets it figured out. And I mean, one of the other things he said, if they were still playing in the old arena, there'd be absolutely nobody in the building.
Yeah,
that's how that arena's going. Is they're just fans are there because the arena's new, and so it's a tough situation to see. All right, QMJHL team of the week: Thomas Vernon of the Huskies, 3 games, 2 6 assists. Gabe Smith, 3 games played, 4 goals, 2 assists. Vinny Desjardins from the Armada, 2 goals and 5 assists in 3 games. Owen Keefe from the Volts, 4 assists in 2 games. Alex Wang from the Signings, 6 assists in 3 games. And Donald Hickey of the Islanders went 2-0, a .968 save percentage, and a .98 goals against average. And your player of the week is our Wildcats number 9, 4 goals, 2 assists, both game winners in Newfoundland. Number 9, Gabe Smith. All right, let's get to the second favorite part of the show.
It's now time for the one and only Boucher's Team of the Week.
Thank you, Johnny. The Boucher Team of the Week, sponsored by the Hub City Driving School, where excellence meets experience on the road to safe, confident driving. Whether you're a new driver getting behind the wheel for the first time or looking to refine your skills, the Hub City Driving School is committed to guiding you every step of the way, because driving is a privilege and not a right. You can learn more at hubcitydrivingschool.com. I might need to make a slight correction here because I might have missed something, or unless the Q themselves messed something up. It was a Q that messed something up. So I'm winning. Okay. So
that's how we roll.
That is how we roll. We're going to start in nets. I think I'm not sure if it's the second week in a row, but Kian LeBay is back on the Boucher Team of the Week. Another win over Chicoutimi, helping us.
Yes.
And followed that up with a 36 save performance on Sunday against the Ramparts and a 4-1 Phoenix victory.
It was Shaikov last week, so it might be
Shaikov there. So the week before was Kian LeBay. Owen Keefe, I'm sorry, Q, but he recorded 2 goals and 2 assists, not 4 assists. This one's on Friday night against Victo. All points in the same game. His first career game with over 2 points. Follow it up by, on the back end, Matthew Plant of Shawinigan. My bad. Okay, we're good. The first Shawinigan defenseman to record 5 points in 1 game since Kevin Fitzgerald in 2017. Up front, we have Liam Kilfoyle of Halifax, 4 points in the 2 games against St. John for the hometown kid from Quispamsis, putting on a show in front of his family and friends. Then we have Liam Amrit of Baie-Comeau. Not many positives with the Jakar this year, but he's probably one of them, 16 years old. His first 2-goal game in his career, and his first 3-point game on Sunday against Victo. And up with Q Player of the Week, big game Gabe. That's what I'm going to call him here.
Yeah, love it.
Same reasons as the Q. 2 assists against Cape Breton on Thursday, and then the game-winning goal Friday and Saturday against Newfoundland. So there you go. The Boucher Team of the Week.
The final
Boucher Team of the Week, because once playoffs comes around, we don't do this anymore.
No.
But next week will be the highly anticipated Legends team. Legends, not roster. We got 3 forwards, 2D, and a goalie. And I'm going to make sure I get my finishing touches on it, which I do. So
just
I'm ready to go.
You're going to go backup goalie too?
Just one goalie.
Just one goalie.
Yeah. So I got my 3 forwards, my 2D, my 1 goalie. One of my forwards will be a story.
Stay tuned for story time, kids.
Story time.
All right, let's talk about our team.
Weekly Rewind.
And the Weekly Rewind is presented by Alphas Appliance Solutions. Right now, they get the Whirlpool Saver, the savings event. Save $150 when you purchase 2, $300 when you purchase 3 or more qualifying Whirlpool kitchen appliances. Qualifying purchases made now till April 1st. For those or any other deals, give them a call at 858-5111. Visit them at 25 Halifax Street or go online to alphaappliancesolutions.ca. The Wildcats take all 3 games on the week, bringing their record to 48, 10, 2, and 2 for 100 points on the season, back up to first in the QMJHL as well in the Eastern Conference, which would give us a first-round matchup with the St. John Sea Dogs. which I do like because then I can go to each and every game.
Yeah, but then you have to battle that goon, Arseny Radkov.
Not in game one, though.
Stay in your crease, Rudy.
Yeah. No fighting in these final two games.
Stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Thursday, a little bit of a sluggish start, I would say. And I will say, as much as I enjoyed the non-pull against the Sea Dogs the night before, I thought the pull here was the absolute right move. Again, not a shot at Jacoby, but you needed to wake that team up. It was 2 goals on 4 shots. The second one was from out, probably wanted that one back, but he needed to wake this team up. They were just kind of in a bit of a lull. They went on to score the next 4 straight. And yeah, as much as I defended the non-pull, I think the pull was the right call, even though it was a little odd time for it because Marty said he was being pulled, but then he was still in the net, but then he came out at the timeout or something. Yeah. I don't know. But again, this team needed that little bit of a wake up, and I think pulling it was partly maybe that second goal was meh, but also, guys, wake the F up. Like, we need to start on time. This second time in 2 games, we haven't started on time. We got away with the first one. Wake up.
Not to my own horn here, but I was on with Drew Bear before this game.
You were, yeah.
And if we'd played that interview right now, that could literally recap the game. This was probably an hour before the game. I said, if the Eagles get to 1 or early, they could take control of the game. But if they get to them early, they have to keep going.
Yeah.
Because if not, the Wildcats are going to wake up and they're going to get going. And so the Eagles got to 1 or early, but they didn't keep going. They couldn't get one past Rudy, and Moncton woke up and skated away with the 2 points. So yeah, you're right. Start on time. I mean, this is getting to the point of the year where we shouldn't even have to say this. They should be ready to go. And there was the game against St. John where they weren't ready to go, and the game against Cape Breton where they're not ready to go. So let's not make this a habit.
Yeah.
Let's get this going. When the puck drops, and I know what you're looking at because I was going to bring it up.
The preseason games.
Yeah.
We'll bring that up at the end of the show.
I was going to bring it up too. So, just start on time. It's junior hockey here. It's we're fortunate to have a team that we have, but you know what? If this were to happen against a team like Chicoutimi or a team like Blainville or any team for that matter, we might not be so fortunate. People have to be able to come back and get the win. So I'm sure that was brought up. It was, I kind of had a feeling that they would be able to come back and get things going here. It's there was that time where Cape Breton had a 4-0 lead against Moncton, and we ended up winning a shootout. So come back against Cape Breton was something that we've been able to do a couple times this season, but don't make it a habit. Yeah,
no, don't make it a habit. They very much didn't make it a habit as they moved on to the Rock on Saturday. Touch of issues with the old plane.
A touch.
Gotta get this figured out. And again, first year, so hopefully they get the kinks worked out, but can't have, luckily we have Irving Air and we were able to get on a plane to leave Moncton to get to the game, because if not, not the best. But yeah, they started on time. Where's my notes here? Started on time, but I would say they played probably 55 minutes in this one, up 2-0 before the Regiment were able to score 2 goals in the final minute and 30. If I'm being honest, they were bailed out. The Wildcats were bailed out by the kneeing penalty. If he doesn't take a knee penalty on Mutrin there, I don't know if Moncton wins it, because Newfoundland had all the momentum, and in junior hockey, momentum is a hell of a thing. And they were coming. I think they score with 38 seconds left. And then he takes a knee penalty 15 seconds later, which was a 5-minute major game misconduct. I wasn't sure if he'd be suspended for it. I understand maybe it was a suspension because of the injury / shenanigans the next game. But I did find it funny on one of the Newfoundland Facebook posts. They're like, one person was like, I've watched a ton of hockey in my life. I've never seen a 5-minute penalty and a 2-minute penalty, and then the other team get a 2-minute penalty, and it's a 3-minute power play. And I'm like, why did Newfoundland get a 5 and a 2, and we got a 2? So I go, look, well, no. And someone's like, yeah, we got a major, and they only got 2. Why was it 3 minutes of power play? I'm like, guys, 5 minus 2 is 3.
Yeah.
Like, that's how this works. And one person was like, well, no, they should be 4-on-4 because it was 5 in a 2-minute. They should be 4-on-4 until the 2-minute penalty is over, and then the guy comes back on the ice for the. I'm like, that's not how this works. But yeah, just kind of went into a shell and almost cost him a spot in the standings, which again, we don't really care about it. It's nice to be on top, but 2-for-5 on the power play. 2-for-5. 2-for-5 on the power play. But I didn't like the fact that they kind of went into a shell in that third period. And it was the theme.
Yeah, it was I just get start on time, no lead is safe. Like it's just, this is basics in hockey that and you got to wonder, like, the whirlwind travel. Yeah. The effect that it had on them. If you, I'm sure we can say what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, they were supposed to fly. They left Moncton Friday morning and drove down to Halifax to fly from Halifax to St. John's.
There's pictures of the bus at IKEA.
Yeah. So they're supposed to leave Halifax at 1:15 in the afternoon. Get into St. John's at 4 in the afternoon. Anyways, flight to St. John's canceled.
Yeah.
And couldn't get them there on Friday. So they have to bus back to Moncton. And then they get a chartered plane from Moncton direct to St. John's Saturday morning, which got them there at 11 o'clock in the morning. So probably no pregame skate.
No.
Maybe an afternoon nap if they're lucky. And then your rink at, probably 4:30, yeah. Right? So just... I'm not making excuses here, but fortunately picked up the win. They got it right on the kneeing penalty. 5. It was a dangerous knee. Fortunately, Teddy was fine.
Mm-hmm.
And
a lot of people were worried because he didn't come back on the ice. And I was like, I don't think that mattered. I don't think he was coming back out because they were putting the number 1 power play on the ice trying to finish that thing in the 3-minute penalty.
Teddy's on PP2, so
yeah.
It's if they didn't get it, if they wouldn't have scored on a 4-on-3 for 3 minutes, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And started to worry a little bit there, but they ended up getting it. So I was oddly enough, the overtime was the only time of the game I got to watch.
Oh, really?
Like my day Friday Saturday was just so freaking busy that I parked the car at the hotel after the cheer competition, looked at my phone, 2-0 with 3 minutes left. I'm like, sweet. Got up in my room. Overtime. Oh,
guess I'll put that back on.
Yeah, I guess I'll tune in.
Yeah.
Actually saw the knee. I saw the knee and then watched from there. So, it's it was. I think just travel and overall fatigue probably caught up with them. In the latter parts of the game, and but they still managed to pull it off.
Yep. Two more records dropped as Tommy Blau is now the franchise record holder for assists by a Wildcats defenseman, as well as he is the QMJHL points leader for rookie defenseman in the league in history with 78, achieving that over Gaston Therion with 77 on his second assist of the game. And Sunday, quick turnaround. This was very much a start on time.
Yeah.
Very much thank you, Rudy Guimont.
Oh, this was a Rudy game for sure.
Yeah. He hasn't had to steal many.
Mm-hmm.
But he definitely stole the 2 points in this one.
Yeah.
They got up 4-1. I don't want to say they took their foot off the gas or played a shell, but how often have we come on here and the team's been outshot 15-4 in the third period?
It's not often
when they're up 4-1.
Yeah, not often.
4-2, I guess it would have been. But yeah, Danik with 2, and I mean the third one. That was a bit of a tough break because it went off Binkley's skate or Binkley's stick as he was just trying to get something in front of it.
Talk about a guy that's snake bitten right now.
Oh my goodness!
Like I think like he scores and it gets called back for an offside. I don't think he scored. I mean, nothing against Binkley here, but like honestly, when was the last time he scored?
Hold, please.
Like it just feels like it's he's got a monkey on his back right now, and he's gonna get like.
Oh, he's doing the monkey.
Oh, he's definitely doing it.
100%.
Like he's as soon as he gets one, what's happening. And
February 16th, so a month.
It's been a month that he scored.
Yeah.
So it's coming. And look, if this guy doesn't score for the last 2 months of the regular season, then absolutely lights it up in the playoffs, perfectly fine with it. But as soon as he gets one, he's getting that monkey off his back. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Nope. Offside. I was like, oh, come on.
The best part is if you watch that game and you see the offside call and then the color guy for the regiment, he's like, no, not offside. That was interference by Nico because Nico went offside, but he it was full on. It was interference.
It was a missed interference call.
It was a missed interference.
So I get that.
Yeah, it should have been a power play for Newfoundland, but he was losing it. But yeah, it's a situation where I almost I wonder the USA line with him and Nico and Teddy. It's like Nico's the shooter on that line.
Yeah.
And Binkley's a shooter as well. So it's like Nico's not missing many opportunities. He's got 48 goals on the year. So when he shoots, it almost goes in the net.
Yeah.
Not a lot of extra shots for him. And it feels like once he gets one, it's gonna go. Hey,
put him out for an.
He's gonna be Gabe of the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
where we're gonna come on here in round 3 if we get there and go. Did you have any idea Binkley was leading the league in scoring? And nope, absolutely not. So it was good for them to get the win and get the 4 points in Newfoundland. And I mean, I hate the fact that they have to play so hard to kind of get that first overall seed, but I also think this is a massive benefit with 2 games coming up against the Islanders.
They're playing playoff hockey right now.
Everybody is playing playoff hockey right now, and that's throughout the league.
And it's with the exception of screw to me, right? Like they're son of a, I don't see them losing 2 games or 1 game against Quebec.
Yeah, I know.
Right. And they have Rimouski. Like it's
no, they got 2 against Quebec.
Yeah, but previously they were playing Rimouski. Like they haven't exactly had the toughest schedule down the stretch, right?
No, and you looked at that Rimouski and you're like, well, I came on here 2 weeks ago and I'm like, we're 3 points behind or 5 points behind because they had 2 games against Rimouski that were guaranteed W's.
Yes. So you're like, you got to look at this as being a benefit, right? As Wildcats, you battle back against St. John, you battle back against Cape Breton, you get a big overtime win against Newfoundland, 1 goal games, right? 1 goal games. This is what the playoffs are going to be. Playoffs are going to be 1 goal games. The Wildcats are fortunate right now to be playing, and they're technically playing playoff hockey.
Yeah.
Right. Newfoundland still had stuff to play for. Charlottetown this weekend, right? They still have stuff to play for.
Well,
they can track down Newfoundland if Halifax gets a couple wins against Newfoundland in St. John. So Charlottetown's playing for something this weekend. So Moncton's got to match that intensity, match that physicality. And if you win 2 games, you finish first, you play the Sea Dogs in the first round. If you lose a game, you're probably playing Halifax, so I think the ball's in Moncton's court right now.
Or you're playing Cape Breton. Like from 3 to 7, there is 8 points that separate these teams.
Yep.
Newfoundland's at 76. Charlottetown can pass them with a couple wins. Halifax and Newfoundland are playing. So if Halifax gets W's over Newfoundland, that not only hurts Newfoundland, helps Halifax. Cape Breton plays St. John. Well, St. John's been playing better of late as well. Like the WHL came out with if the playoffs started today, these would be the matchups. Here's your playoff lookout, blah, blah, blah. The matchups that are right now, and I went on last night on the live on Sunday. I said it's Moncton, St. John, Chicoutimi, Halifax, Newfoundland, Cape Breton, Charlottetown, Quebec. Absolutely none of those matchups could be done by Saturday afternoon at 8 p.m.
There's only one playoff series right now that's confirmed.
And it's not even a home ice advantage.
Yeah, it's Sherbrooke and Shawinigan. That's the only one that's confirmed, and they still have to figure out who gets home ice.
Yep.
Like it's
They're 1 point between the two of them.
Yeah, great year for hockey and great season of hockey, and that's it. Like you're playing meaningful games down the stretch. I mean, so is Shawinigan. I mean, it's not Shawinigan, Chicoutimi, but they're not playing these tight games, right? No. They're blowing out their opponents. So is that going to hurt them in the playoffs? It very well could, when they're not playing these 1-goal games, down the stretch. So
look at us last year, 15 in a row.
Yeah.
We weren't playing meaningful hockey because we were so far in front of Rimouski.
Mm-hmm.
We were the number 1 seed. We weren't blowing teams out, but you got into that series against Quebec and the first game went to overtime.
Yeah.
Because it was a different this is a different season that comes up. Yeah. You look at the Western Conference, Drummondville's got 84 points. Rennes got 83. Blainville's got 82.
Any of those teams play against each other this weekend?
Drummondville plays Sherbrooke. Val-d'Or plays Rouyn-Noranda, and Blainville plays Gatineau.
It's too bad that they weren't playing against each other.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, Drummondville plays Gatineau, Blainville plays Sherbrooke, and Rennes plays Val-d'Or. So it is kind of crappy that those two teams don't play each other, but it's just as much as I came on here earlier in the season and was rip and flow hockey, if you have it and you stuck with it, there's some unbelievable hockey to have on this weekend on a couple different screens. Because I mean, I've been here for 9 years and I can't remember a tighter packed league where the last weekend of the season decides everything. Like the office has to be like, well, we have dates, but we don't know where we're going when it's happening. Like I'm pretty sure games 1 and 2 are the 28th, 29th. And then I know Halifax confirmed they're hosting game 3 and 4 on Wednesday and Thursday, March 31st and April 1st. But who's coming? No idea.
No idea. Yeah.
Like it's
a really good year.
For an NCAA and everybody who's worried about it. I can't remember a league. I can't remember a time with so much parity in this league.
Yeah. And I think we're going to continue seeing it. I mean, you look at, there's obviously a couple teams at the bottom of the standings that, haven't exactly had a great year, but you looked at Baie-Comeau beat Victoriaville, right? There's Sherbrooke's beat Shawinigan twice. I keep saying Shawinigan. Chicoutimi. Did you know St. John was 2-0 against Chicoutimi this year?
Nope. Had no idea.
Obviously things have changed.
Was that early in the year by chance?
Probably. Yeah. But the Sea Dogs are 2-0 against Chicoutimi this year.
Where would Blainville be if they had goaltending all year? Right? Like how many games? I think there was a stretch where they lost 4 of 6 when they had leads in the third, going into the third period. Like it's just been such a treat. Rimouski, I mean, for as bad as they've been, losing 24 straight, they somehow are still better than Baie-Comeau. And it took Gatineau a while to clinch that very last playoff spot, even losing 24 straight. They play Baie-Comeau. I think they get a win in one of the last 2 games. They won't set the Q record for most losses.
That would be something
in a row, because I think that record is 27 or 28 by the Casters, I believe. But it's just
makes me wonder if that Victoriaville loss to Baie-Comeau wins Victoriaville the lottery.
Oh yeah,
with 1 ball.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's huh?
1 ball is all you need.
Yeah, it's all you need. Yeah, it's just a fantastic. And as much as I'd love for these 2 games against the Islanders to mean absolutely nothing and both teams kind of coast through it and stay healthy
and call up some some guys, not going to happen.
No, the Islanders want that 3rd seed. They want that quote unquote paper, and we want the 1st seed. Yeah. So again, we just have to win out to get it. We cannot be tied with Chicoutimi because they will have the tiebreakers with the regulation overtime wins. So you almost bank on they're going to get 4 points. So you have to have 4 points.
Yeah, we got to match it.
Yeah. And so it just Friday's game for the bus crew that's going down. They've had an awfully good run when they're in the building. So we hope for a little of that. But yeah, fantastic hockey this season. And like I said on the live, last year the playoffs we were like 4-5, 4-5-5. Now there's maybe 2 sweeps and 1 5-game series.
Yeah.
The rest of them will be 6 or 7, and just depending on a coin flip on who's playing and who we're going to select. All right, let's get everyone ready for the favorite part of the show.
Eric Murray, Realtor. Buy a house from him. Stick tap of the week.
Thank you again, Johnny. I'm going to quote a tweet here for the stick tap of the week. The quote is from some guy named Jeremy_Boucher. This is on February 10th. I was retweeting Live Nation Ontario where they announced a Simple Plan concert with Marinus Trench 303 and BFS Rock. So I said, an absolute banger of a show at a venue with a capacity of $16,000. Meanwhile, we can comfortably fit 20,000 people for a concert at the Mid-Ivy Stadium, but the city of Moncton continues to allow it to collect dust. Well, guess who woke up? The city of Moncton and the fine folks at Evenco. When I saw this on Facebook this morning, I started to shake. I had goosebumps. My nipples were so hard, Adam. I was so excited. This summer, there's this Mid-Ivy Stadium is not going to be collecting dust anymore.
No.
We're getting the Jonas Brothers. I'm hot. You're not. You know, I'm a big Jonas Brothers guy.
Yeah, I might know like 2 of the more popular songs. The Arkells, I know 1. Like I sent that to Layla, and she's like, "I'm in."
Yeah,
for the Arkells more than the Jonas Brothers, but I'm in.
I am the biggest Jonas Brothers fan.
I don't know the songs, but I'll go because it's a concert.
Yeah.
At Mid-Ivy. It's an outdoor festival.
Outdoor concert, August 8th.
Don't ask for things, and then when they show up and they're not your kind of...
Don't do it.
Don't go.
Just the last time we had a concert here was Guns N' Roses with Carrie Underwood.
And it was awesome. It was a fantastic venue.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
They just got to maybe learn how to work it.
How to use it. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, and they
seem to have woken up.
They seem to have woken up, but they have a blueprint on how to use it.
Yeah. So this is going to sell out. Like I can guarantee you it sells out when tickets go on sale Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure where the prices are going to be. But if it's Ticketmaster, you know, you're going to get, well, I'm not going to say it because it would
40% fees.
Yeah, 40% fees. But if somehow they manage to do this on tickets.moncton.ca, you might get yourself a deal. But great to see this venue being used again, and it's the
second Canadian date on the tour.
Yep.
The only other one is Boots and Hearts Festival.
They are playing Boots and Hearts. Yep. That's literally, I think they're playing Boots and Hearts on the Thursday.
Yep.
When I found that out, I got excited because I knew we were going to be in Ontario around that time of the year. Says, Megan, the Jonas Brothers are playing Boots and Hearts, and Megan's sister lives like 5 minutes from where Boots and Hearts is.
Oh, really?
Like she can hear Boots and Hearts from her house. So I was like, we got to stay in Ontario a little longer. No, can't do it. Well, Lordy, have mercy. Have mercy on the city of Moncton for hearing my obvious frustrations that we have a venue that's not being used. We have the Magnetic Hill that's not being used. That could get you 80,000 people. So imagine the acts we could get on the hill if we brushed off the dust on that one. We haven't had one since Luke Bryan, I think in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been
summer of 2019 because Layla was pregnant.
Yeah. So let's start doing more of this.
Yeah.
One show every summer is good, but I mean
2 festivals in a month.
Yeah.
This one in YQM.
Yeah. We can do more than this. We can get more shows in Moncton. You just need the people behind the scenes to cross the T's and dot the I's to get off their butts and get to work.
And like I said, they can go to Bangor, Maine.
They can come to Moncton.
And, everybody's worried about concerts and the dollar and our tickets and events, and nobody comes to the East Coast. Well, why doesn't the East Coast band together and Halifax, Moncton, and PEI Cavendish work together to put an Atlantic tours together? So when they go to Bangor, hey, come to Moncton at this stadium, come to Halifax at the Citadel, and come to PEI at Cavendish in the summers and have your 3 tours, because that's why these sell out. They go I know it's not always the easiest thing to do, but work with these groups to have these events come through all 3 cities.
Exactly. Like you're seeing all these acts go to Bangor, and they're playing at the pavilion they have in the waterfront there, and they've got time on their schedule to fit in somewhere on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And it's we're just not getting it. So
it's a quick rip.
God love the Jonas Brothers. I mean, they're that's taking me back to like my my early 20s, my mid 20s, where I would jam out to the Jonas Brothers. Burning Up, I think, is an underrated goal song.
Yeah.
If you were to be a hockey team, it's Arkells. I mean, Arkells, they sold out the Avenir Center a couple of years ago. I got absolutely littered at that concert. Great show.
My wife's a big fan of them.
Yeah. Tremendous band.
The only time I think people in Canada were not fans of Jonas Brothers was Game 3 of the World Series, where they just had all the momentum and randomly there was the concert.
Yeah.
It was the Stand Up to Cancer, which I understand, but the random concert in the middle of it, it's a bit much. So your 6th half of the week is for?
It's for the city of Moncton for getting off their butts.
Yep.
And Evenco for realizing that we have something here that needs to be used.
The Stick Tap of the Week, sponsored by Eric Murray Real Estate with the Remax Avante team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Greater Moncton or surrounding area, make sure to check him out on social media or give him a call at 506-863-8802.
And I don't want to take away from your Stick Tap segment, so I have an honorable Stick Tap.
Oh, yes.
Just found out about this before recording through the wonderful eyes of cable television, because I don't stream everything. Because, well, you stream, you still get commercials. It's stupid. Anyways, the city of Amherst has the
town of Amherst.
Is it a town?
It's a town.
My apologies. The town of Amherst has the French Toast Fest from March 23rd to 30th. Come on out and visit our amazing local restaurants who are whipping the most incredible French toast dishes. This is what happens in a town with an egg factory and a bread factory surrounded by maple sugar woods. How many of these will you try? And you go on the website, and the Warehouse Cafe has French toast with thick homemade bread, topping, side of bacon, sausage, peaches, whipped cream. Sweet Sensations has vanilla spice cupcakes with maple frosting and bacon pieces on them. Red's Apron, flaky French toast biscuits with whipped maple butter. These are just some of them. Just cinnamon roll French toast at Johnny's Java. Just, House of Bria. Two pieces of French toast stuffed with Nutella and banana topped with more banana syrup and whipped cream.
Game over.
Yeah, it's just the Elm Tree. French toast with French vanilla ice cream, caramel sauce, score bits, icing sugar. Just go to amherst.ca /
Great
French,
place to go dancing.
amherst.ca / French Toast Fest.html or Google it. It's just, you go to the website and you just roll through the restaurants that are having it. And yeah, for the love of maple syrup, March 23rd to 30th, that is my honorable Stick Tap, because that just sounds fantastic. All right, that'll bring us to the Wildcat of the Week, presented by Rosemary, Lynn Massage and Spa. Right now, they've got the teeth whitening available for $85. That gets you 3 15-minute sessions, including in that price. Add another 15 for only $20. Don't forget, they have the loyalty card where you buy 9 spa services, get one free. Call them at 506-830-1224 or visit them at 153 McLeese, as they are now accepting new clients. Well, 4 goals in 3 games this week, including both GWGs on the rock as well. He had 2 assists, bringing his 6-game point streak up 10 points. The guy was the leading scorer in the playoffs last year for the Wildcats. He's just driving the bus right now as we get into the final week of the season. Your Wildcat of the week is number 9, Gabe Smith. And that'll do it for the show, sir.
Remember, folks, Sunday before the game, you can meet Courtney Sereau. Saturday. I said Sunday.
You did.
I meant Saturday.
Yep.
4 p.m. But before that, you can meet Courtney Sereau, and she's going to be doing the ceremonial puck drop, right? There you go. So that is on Saturday at the Oval from 1 to 3:30. And so you meet her and then go into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the final game of the regular season, which means it's fan appreciation. So hopefully there's some stuff to give away. It'd be a really cool gift for them to give away. 2 playoff tickets.
Yes.
Imagine that fan appreciation if they gave away. They're not.
Yeah.
No, this is not real. But imagine if they did give away a prize of 2 playoff tickets, a playoff package.
They should also honor the billets like we've seen in Halifax and St. John and St. John's.
And
bring the billets on the ice on Saturday afternoon to recognize them and have the players bring their billets flowers.
I flipped on I think it was Portland and Everett just to watch, and the game hadn't started yet because they were doing the billet celebration. It's also 20s appreciation night.
So it doesn't matter the score of the game. The 3 stars are going to be the 20s.
Yeah.
So if you don't, if you're,
this will be the game we get to pick the 3 stars.
This will be the game we get to pick the 3 stars.
Yeah.
So again,
don't freak out.
Again, depending on the score of the hockey game, keep in mind, it doesn't matter if Alex Mercier goes off and scores 10 goals, he's going to be the first star. Or if Caleb Desnoyers
has 7 points and breaks a record.
7 points and breaks a record, he's not going to be a star. Don't complain on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how it's been for 30 years.
And of those 3 players, like last year, we had absolutely none of the players that were here for more than a year. 2 came at the trade deadline. Now we have 2 that have played over 250 games. 2 of them are in the top 10 of all time. One of them will be the all-time regular season game played leader in Alex Mercier. He'll break that record on Friday. He'll be in the lineup on Saturday. It's just not very often you get your 20s be here for most of their years. So, and then of course, Rudy, what hasn't he done for this team? I don't know if you caught my look on my phone 10, 15 minutes ago and you noticed it. Clash of the Kingdoms. London is headed to Victoria to play preseason games. So this seems like the league is trying to get more of this interleague thing going.
This is a distance.
Yeah, this is a bit of Victoria, BC to London, Ontario. Not just a quick drive.
Yeah.
Again, I saw some people out there that are worried it's going to take away from the Memorial Cup. It's not. It's something cool for fan bases. We're hoping to have someone on from Kitchener to kind of talk about this as well. Preview maybe the OHL playoffs in a couple weeks as we like to look around the CHL. But next week, we're going to have our playoff preview with Drew Bear.
Yes.
Andrew Barrington is making his much anticipated.
I called his boss at Sobeys and made sure his break was approved.
Yeah. He's going to be on the show. We had him on last year for the playoff preview, and he was very, very good.
Yeah.
He was very locked in. He's picking Cape Breton, and it doesn't matter the series, but that's just why we love Drew Bear.
Cape Breton in a sweep.
Yeah. Cape Breton in a sweep.
He's going to have his broom out. He's going to start waving his broom around.
Yeah. All right. Enjoy the games this week. They're just games, guys. We're going to the playoffs anyways. Just a matter of first or second. So enjoy the bus. Enjoy the trip on Friday.
And to quote Talladega Nights, if you're not first, you're last.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Wildcast podcast. Follow us on social media at Moncton Wildcast.